Hello everyone, this is Ashish and welcome to the Momentum Podcast, the best podcast in careers field. What do you think? It is kind of weird to say your own product is the best product, but Komal is the best one to judge. Do you think it is the best podcast?
Yeah, I feel so blessed that I'm sitting beside you today, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming over, especially in this climate. You are actually the first one to have an offline podcast with me after Anshuman Mehta, and Anshuman Mehta was the first podcast that we had. And this new studio, you're the first one over here.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are going to have a very educational discussion today. The topic of discussion would be B.Tech versus B.Sc, M.Sc, basically engineering versus science. She's from science background. I'm from engineering background. You already know. I'm going to give you a better introduction of her very soon. We are going to talk about the advantages of engineering, the disadvantages of engineering, advantages of M.Sc, B.Sc, and disadvantages of science field, the career prospects in engineering, the career prospects in science. So if you're still dabbling, you'll get a good answer over here. If you're already done with B.Sc, M.Sc, you'll have a good laugh. And introduction for Komal Taya. Komal did tremendously good in her 12th examination, somewhere around like 100%. She scored, what was it, 90?
Yeah, you always forget. He always forgets this. He always forgets everything about me. I don't know what is wrong with him.
But I try.
Yeah, it's okay.
What was your percentage?
In 12th,
Yeah.
it was 90.4.
Way better than mine. So by the time I was in 12th, I had no other career planned in future other than engineering, because that's what I was brain for it since like I was 2 years old. Okay, I thought that engineering is the only field. But then I found out that pretty sharp people also go for science stream. She scored pretty well, went into Delhi University, Wanky College. Elaborate the full form of that, because it's always fun.
Short name is, the ultimate short name is Wanky. The short name is Sri Venkateshwar College, but the actual name is Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam Sri Venkateshwar College. It's so big.
What was that movie, Dhamal? Reminds me of that. Maybe you have not watched it. Okay.
No, I haven't watched it.
Okay, so then she scored pretty well in her JAM examination also, and decided to go to NIT Nagpur.
He always gets confused with Jamshedpur.
Because both are having pur, no, you have to get confused every now and
Yeah.
then. Yeah, so she went over there. She was getting better colleges also, but just because she wanted to get out of Delhi or something like that, she was there for 2
I
years.
just chose it randomly. I was also getting Warangal, and I was like, okay, let's change the city. Let's change. I don't want to stay in Delhi anymore.
Just for
let's
fun.
change the city. Let's change the people. Let's live a new life.
And then I
I
love...
chose Nagpur. I don't know why, because everyone was in so much awe of Nagpur that okay, it's such a
Maharashtra.
good it is such a good city. It's such a good city. But
Yeah.
I didn't like it that much.
The way she explained it, that mera popat ban gaya when I went to Nagpur. Yeah. So after that she did her MSc with a very good percentage. After that also, I think she was topper, maybe silver medalist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second top.
Yeah. And she did it in chemistry. And then she prepared and got into the same old routine that we have all been. Most of us has been coaching institutes, preparing for competitive examination. She was preparing for NET examination, GATE examination, had a fair share of failure, had a fair share of success. She has cracked NET examination twice with All India rank of 25 and 29. Also has cracked GATE examination recently only. So she has a whole background. Also, me being in B.Sc training school, I've been with a lot of science students. So I know what is the career prospect for them. Me being an engineer, I know what is the career prospect over there. All right. So let us just get into it, and I'll leave the questions for you to answer. What are the advantages of choosing science as a field after 12th standard?
Advantages, look, if I talk about advantages, what I feel that, okay, irrespective of advantages, I'll say more of interest. I'll say according to the interest, because I think the B.Tech is having advantage, and B.Sc is also having advantage. That depends on what that person is wanting. Because if person is interested in B.Tech, so that would be disadvantage for science people.
Yeah.
If person is interested in B.Sc, and if he or she is doing B.Tech, so that would be disadvantage. Means vice versa.
Okay.
Right? So let's talk about interest. If someone is interested in research, so I think the science would be the best thing. But I think if I had to go back then in 12th standard, I would have chosen B.Tech.
Because of career.
Yeah, because of career. Because what I see that in B.Sc, after doing B.Sc, there are job opportunities that like you can go in DRDO, you can go in this BARC, right?
You can go through science also.
Yeah. Like 2 of my friends have gone to this. Like one
BARC.
of my BARC also and DRDO also. One of my B.Sc friend, he has gone there. So I think there are opportunities, but I think the salary is very less. I feel
salary is not less as far as what I know. The
as
opportunity
compared to like you can go like the level will be low. Like if after MSc if you go there, so obviously level will be high.
Yeah. Obviously after BSc you go as a scientific assistant.
Officer and
as a scientific assistant.
And after BSc, right? Technical assistant.
Technical
even
assistant.
after 12th also you can go there in BARC and all in these type of organizations.
As an apprentice.
So after promotion, after 7 to 8 years, they'll promote you to technical assistant. Then after again 7 to 8 years, they'll promote you to scientific officer. I feel so that people who feel that they can't do anything. I know that people who are very, very, everybody knows about themselves. If someone is very low, if someone is very dull in studies, so they can consider this option for science people that, okay, I'm not able to crack NET, I'm not able to crack GATE. Just do like, give the exam after the BSc one.
Okay. Just like after diploma.
So after 4 to 5 years, you will be automatically promoted to that, for the post you were wanting after BSc, after MSc, I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll ask few questions. You said that if it is good in terms of interest. So if I'm very interested in physics, or I'm very interested in chemistry, or I'm very interested in mathematics, I get into BSc, I'm going to study more of that. But if I get into engineering, I'm going to study more of technical aspect, right? Yeah. So engineering also in first year only, you're going to study like mostly science thing only. But from second year onward, the subject becomes towards technical direction. So you have done BSc. What do you study for 2 years?
It's of 3 years first of all.
MSc is 3 years. Yeah.
You don't know anything, Ashish.
I don't know much. Like I said, I found out about BSc MSc field once I got into BARC.
Actually, mine was honors. If I more precisely, it was chemistry honors.
Okay.
So if you take honors of any subject like chemistry or physics or maths, you'll study only chemistry if you are taking chemistry honors. If you take maths honors, you'll only study maths. If you take physics honors, you'll only study physics. So in DU, in Delhi University, only like honors was there. So I was studying only chemistry throughout this 3 years.
Okay.
So and for physics people and maths people, they'll be studying their respective subjects.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened? Actually, the case was different for our batch. What happened that we got enrolled under this batch, FYUP batch.
Okay.
So that was another scenario that we had to study every subject like Sanskrit and and this communication skills and economy, political science, history, and every like commerce subject, history subject
for 1 year. First year.
For 1 year. And we had to set for every student, like humanity student, we had to learn things with them. We had classes with them. In first year.
Okay.
So and we had this BSc of 4 years initially.
Okay.
So they introduced this for the very first time. I was enrolled in 2013. So we were very and there were no attendance issues also.
Okay, that's
so we
1
were
plus,
happy.
right?
Yeah, we were very happy.
Can you let the audience know about your
only 20 marks paper used to happen at that time in first year.
Okay.
Of these all things like this computer and economy, political science, maths and all, everything, like only 20 marks paper used to happen.
Okay.
And 80 marks depends on all these internal assessments and your presentations and all. So that was plus point for us. But what happened, the syllabus was bifurcated like that, that they only did 10% in first year.
Okay.
Then what happened in second year, it was rolled back.
Okay.
So we had to complete the syllabus in 2 years because now BSc became, instead of 4 years, it became of 3 years.
Okay.
So we had to complete the syllabus in 2 years.
But now it has changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now it has changed. So we were the only lucky lucky or unlucky, I don't know what to say. In terms of attendance, we were lucky. But
Miss
in
Komal
terms
Taya, what was your attendance again? Percentage?
first year, it was completely like 85 to 90%. But then in second year, I started having this coaching and all.
You started doing your research. You started investing more time in your personal development. What was your percentage?
When I like in second, it happened happens when somebody goes out for the first year, they are very sincere, very very disciplined, and मुझे बाहर नहीं जाना, ये नहीं करना, मैं बिल्कुल focused हूँ, like that, right? So after entering into second year, like something hangover thing happens to them, and they're like, chill, buddy, chill. What will happen? It's attendance only. We'll pass out. It's like that.
Okay.
So you were asking about my attendance percentage. It was 17% in second year, and it was 3% in third year.
Yeah, congrats to that. You still made it.
Yeah.
Okay, Komal has also had very good experience in teaching also. She has taught chemistry. Now she is utilizing whatever she invested in
Now
pursuing
I'm
something else.
teaching chemistry for free. I always wanted to do
She
free
got paid
education.
and now she is doing it for free. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about engineering so people get the other side also. Okay. So I know that especially in the Bihar Jharkhand area, very few people actually know about science stream. Okay. We were
So strange, is it?
Yeah, very few. I know that I was never introduced to it. Okay.
You can take your case exception. I don't think so that people will be there and
No, because see, I know one place where people know.
Okay, like Bihar and Jharkhand people, please comment down whether you
Yeah,
know
you
about
can let me
science
know.
field or not.
You can let me know. All of them are
Yeah.
obsessed with engineering. I know one place in India.
You know, Ashish, even I was not sure. I was like free bird. I was completely free bird, never care about
And by the
career
way,
and
our
all.
AIEEE ranks matches.
I was 3 lakh, around
Yeah,
3
both
lakhs.
of us got 3 lakh rank in AIEEE. Both of us did not qualify IIT JEE. She did not even appear because she's more of a badass. Now, I know one place in India where science is more important than engineering, or more people know about science than engineering. Can you guess?
Sorry?
More people know about science, that more people choose to go for science in future, like they take B.Sc, M.Sc than they take engineering.
No, I didn't know that.
It's West Bengal. And entire BARC, the physics and chemistry branch.
That's why my NIT Nagpur whole staff
Yeah.
and staff were completely of Bengali people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in BARC also, no, what they do, no, there's a India map, okay, and there's different states, and they are going to put the number of students now 1 point for one student that has been from that state in the last year. Okay, from Jharkhand, Delhi, and all this region, there will be like 2, 3, 2, 3. From West Bengal, there will be like 9, 10. Everything is filled up. Okay, completely different color. Okay, because now also in my batch, chemistry, out of 9 people from chemistry, how many from West Bengal? I think at least 5 to 6 from West Bengal. In physics, out of 9, like 8 were from West Bengal. Okay, so this has been going on in BRC. Now, I was not knowing much about B.Sc, M.Sc, not knowing about the career prospects. People said that take engineering, people said that take mechanical engineering, it is evergreen, and I listened to them. Okay, and mainly because I was interested in mechanical engineering also. But then again, engineering felt very interesting. I think if I would have taken science, I would have hated it, because that's why I was not able to score very well till my 12th standard, because I was interested in application unknowingly. All right. When I got into engineering, that was the first time I got interest in studies, because I was studying something that was practical, that was technical. So in that manner, I think that engineering has an advantage. But then again, after I got into college, I got very much interested into physics and all, because I watched a lot of documentaries of Isaac Newton and Albert Einstein and all the Tesla and all the scientists that I could find. Watched that movie, Beautiful Mind, tremendous movie, by the way. And then I thought that, okay, what is black hole and what is theory of relativity? And I started studying a little bit. And then I thought
That's why you entered into ISRO, right? Like,
No.
I think physics fascinated you so bad.
No, at some point I had that phase. Okay, somewhere around 4th semester, 5th semester, I had that phase.
Yeah.
And then I was more interested in technology, like automobile engineering and rocket science and all that. So that was like something that I would have better pursued in engineering. So in that manner, I think engineering was good. But science does talk more about that theoretical aspect, that you are going to be talking in terms of theory more. I think in chemistry that is less. That's what you always say, that chemistry is more practical.
Yeah, it's application based completely. I feel so. We also study theory, but ultimately application part you understand only when you go somewhere. Suppose if you are working in a project where like water polluting contents and all, like
Okay.
Then you get to know there only
Hmm.
when you get into project like that. So
By the way, if now let us talk about job, because anyone who is taking the educational path most likely is thinking about job only. Ultimately, if you are in technical field, if you are in science field or engineering field, you are thinking about what kind of job am I going to get at the end of the road. And let's talk about the jobs in science field. What can you comment about that?
yeah, jobs. If you are taking B.Sc or if you are thinking to pursue science after 12th, and thinking in your mind that you are going to pursue job and you want job after B.Sc or M.Sc, then it's a very big no for you, because the chances are very less. There are jobs,
Yes.
but chances are very less. What happens that after 12th,
Hmm.
after 12th you get into B.Sc, because some people, in fact most of the people, don't have any idea after 12, because people are so immature, students are so immature at that time. Some people just choose randomly, like me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you first story, then I'll
You
come back
did
here.
not had any physics over chemistry or chemistry over physics, no priority when you were choosing chemistry as a field?
No, I was confused. I just talked to some of my teachers in 11th and 12th. To take chemistry. I'm like,
By the
okay,
way,
I'll take
I would like to
chemistry.
say, like,
I was very much good in physics.
Okay.
I used to be very good student in physics, and my physics teacher used to admire me a lot.
okay.
Yeah, so I was very much interested in physics.
I was good in physics too, by the way, but I failed in class 11 because I stopped studying.
Perhaps you should be good in chemistry.
Yeah, I was good in chemistry. I scored 83 in chemistry, only 61 in physics, 53 in maths.
You didn't get my point. Where I was.
What was your point? Sorry.
You should be good in chemistry too.
Yeah.
Okay. Viewers got the point, right?
Comment it down in the comment section if I'm dumb. Now, what was I saying again? I forgot my point.
I was
Yeah.
telling about my thing, that how like I just chose it randomly.
Okay.
Because what happened after 12th, my brother was doing, like, he was 2 years elder than me, and still elder than me 2
Okay.
years. So he was doing. So he was
If theory of relativity works, like after 5 years your brother is actually younger. You're good in physics, no?
Sorry.
Maybe theory of relativity works and your brother is actually younger 5 years later. Maybe he goes close to a black hole and time passes faster.
Physics concepts.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
what happened that he was in second year of B.Tech in lovely professional university. So I also
I don't know why that name makes me laugh.
Shut up! It's very big university.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah, don't make fun of other people. No?
I'm not making fun of people.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just funny
making fun
name.
of my brother.
But it's a funny name. Lovely Professional University.
Yeah, it's LPU. In Fagwada.
Okay. That's a place?
Yeah,
Okay.
in Punjab.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened that I was also 90.4% scorer, and I never thought of going into government college, something like that. I'll do same as like my brother did.
Okay, engineering.
So I was like that. So I was planning to go into LPU only. I never dreamt of something. I was only thinking that I'll go out like that.
Okay.
So one day my father came to me and he said, "We filled your form." And I go, who? Like the clerk that in school and me. Okay, you filled my form. So next, after 2-3 days, counseling happened and I was selected in this Venki college.
Okay.
And somebody like my family friend told that he was also in DU, told that it is Stephenov, it is so good college of South Campus, it's best college of South Campus, how can you miss it? So we were like, I just got enrolled there like that. You can see the story. And he was doing the chemistry, so okay, I chose it. Okay, let's do the chemistry. He was also doing the chemistry, that's why.
Okay, let's get into the career aspects. So I think by mistake also, but still I think
But I like science a lot. I used to enjoy all things. Even I was very much good in mathematics. In fact, I was physics and mathematics, I was very much good in that. And in chemistry, I even scored lowest in chemistry in 12th.
So why? There must be something going in your head that should I choose physics or chemistry? It was that what seat you got, something dependent on that?
Yeah, like PCM percentage they take into consideration.
Okay.
So my PCM percentage was 93%.
Okay.
So that was good enough, 93 or 93 point something.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was good enough to get enrolled in any subject you want. But I don't know why I was influenced by people Maybe like because chemistry has more opportunities
It does.
as compared
You
to
knew
physics
that
and
chemistry
maths.
has more opportunity at that time when you were choosing chemistry?
Yeah, obviously, because I always knew that chemistry has application part, and application part will never go down.
Okay,
in
this I can say by experience
future.
also. The maximum number of seats, you'll see if you're looking for government jobs or any jobs, you're going to see maximum number of seats in chemistry only. Then
Yeah.
comes physics.
And
Then
maths
comes
people,
bioscience.
yeah.
Then comes bioscience, and then comes mathematics like
No,
zero.
after chemistry it's bio, I think, because they have very
Yeah, that's
like,
what I said. Physics, chemistry, physics.
no physics after bio.
Okay.
I feel so, because bio they have very good opportunities in AIMS and all, in FSSAI, like in all these things, in agriculture and in pharmaceutical also, they have very good scope.
Okay,
I feel
in BARC I saw that chemistry seats are maximum, then physics, then bioscience is like 2-3 seats only. So according to that I said, okay, you also said something very interesting that I did not know behind the scenes, obviously, that in 11th or 12th, if you study PCB, physics, chemistry, bio, okay, then you can go to biosciences. If you do not get selected in medical like MBBS or something, then you can go for biosciences. Right?
Yeah, for people like for 12 people who they must be very confused that okay, they have only the people who are doing who have medical stream in 11th and 12th, so they must be confused that what to do, because everybody can't get selected in this AIMS and all, in they can't clear, everyone can't clear MBBS exam, clear. So I think after that also you have scope, you can do this, you can do a B.Sc from zoology and from microbiology and botany, so you have scope. It's not like the end of career. People say no, that you are choosing this 11th, you are choosing medical in 11th and 12th, so that means you want to become doctor. So many people get frustrated after knowing that they were not able to crack this MBBS and all exam, NET, like
NET.
So there is one other exam also, no, many exams are there, I think nowadays. I feel so. So I think based on that some people get frustrated, but you have many options that you can do B.Sc, and after that also you have I have very close friend in B.Sc, so after that also you can apply in AIMS like that.
What are the future prospects after doing biosciences? What jobs you were saying, something, elaborate that? What kind of jobs you can get into pharmaceuticals or something like that?
Yeah, pharmaceutical also, and FSSAI, like which always approve of our things, like whether it should be consumed or not. Like before coming into the market, they are the ones who just tempered that whether it should be in the market or not. And many other companies like that only, they have good opportunities. I think you can get jobs after if you have medical in 12th. I feel so, because I have seen people also.
Okay, you have friends in mathematics also. What do you want to talk about that mathematics?
Yeah,
like do PhD.
Yeah, they have only one thing: do PhD. We don't have anything in our life, because
no jobs.
Yeah, so either you can crack NET, like after getting this LS. So NET is also of two type, LS and JRF. So if you are cracking this NET, LS, so LS lectureship, then you can be an assistant professor in any government college, depending on vacancies, when government launches the vacancies and all, right? So after this after this NET JRF, so if you are interested in this PhD, so you can do PhD.
Okay. And then you can go for postdoc abroad or something like that.
Depends
then
on your
basically
interest.
become
even
a lecturer.
Like if you after PhD, you can be like if you have PhD from some today only my parents were telling me that if you do like are known that she did PhD from this IIT, and she is now principal in any government college. In Haryana. So I think that's a good thing if you are seeing your career like that in teaching and all. So you can do like that.
Maybe they can do something like that. No, that person who actually made a computer, what was Alan Turing and all, that kind of interesting stuff. These days mathematicians are not doing that. Or even John Nash was a mathematician, breaking codes and stuff.
I had very much less interaction with maths people.
Your roommate was a math student, no?
A roommate? Which roommate?
In PG.
Just math student.
Okay, but unfortunately these days.
But but like they have only net in their mind, all maths people, like in this NIT Nagpur also. The NIT Nagpur name is VNIT. So if I say VNIT, don't get confused. So in VNIT also, I had like very much close friends who are in maths, right? So they never thought about anything. So they were all about, we'll do PhD after that. So I think, okay, so your career is very much sorted, no confusion, you already knew it.
Okay, so you have to be, so that's what I want to convey as a message, that if you choose these fields, then get ready to study for a long time, like 10 to 12 years. So especially
BSc
for
is a very big
mathematics.
job. So like I want to say something, Ashish, that if a 12th student comes to me and asks me that what should I do, so I'll recommend to do B.Tech. Because I feel so, because if
But
you want
it
to do PhD, listen, if
okay.
you like, apart from your interest, if you are confused,
If you're confused,
if you are already interested in something, then do whatever you want. But if you are confused, if you are seeing that in what manner you will be benefited more, so I'll say that if you do B.Tech you and M.Tech, you'll be benefited more. Like Anshuman is now pursuing research also. So the B.Sc and M.Sc people have only one option, that is research, and job options are very less. But if you do B.Tech, M.Tech, then the job options are also there, but even in private sector also. Like if you have GATE and this GATE and all and ES in your mind, then it is separate thing, you have to work hard. But like even if you do nothing, you can get placed in any private company also. But that is not case for us. Like even if I'm silver medalist, I'll not get job anywhere. So that is the
see,
case.
we were discussing that day that
Not even in private company.
Yeah,
So I feel wait, let me finish first. I feel like I'm scolding you.
Sorry to intrude.
So I feel so that because you have job opportunities more after B.Tech and M.Tech, and you have this PhD opportunity also. So I think you can go in this way, B.Tech and M.Tech manner. I feel so.
Yeah, see,
if you are not interested, like if you are not interested in any of thing and you want to choose in what way you are going to get benefited, and like that.
See, one day she was saying that B.Tech people get job. Then I said that even B.Tech people do not get job. There are a lot of unemployed B.Tech people. Then she said that you can at least get a 15 to 20,000 salary job, right? At least you can get a job if you want. But in science field, if you do not crack government jobs, then
if I want a job now, my academics were very good. I have been a very good student. Like I feel like I'm praising myself, but I was a very good student. I always had my ranks good. Always, even I cracked NET, even I cracked GATE. So still, like if I want to do, like, although my area of interest is different, but if I want to pursue something in that field, if I want job, I don't have any, I can't even think of any company where I can go.
Can't you get into those pharmaceuticals and all chemical?
They ask for 2 to 3 years research experience and like that. And that can happen only after PhD or if you are doing projects.
I just want to add, some of you guys might be wondering that what chemistry people do in ISRO. So I have personal experience. They actually work with propellants. Just want to add that. So propellants are full of chemicals. So they work with that. Okay. So other than that, I wanted to ask something, but then I forget. My forgetting nature is bad. But then again, let us directly.
Let me tell you one interesting story. He once forgot like how to write my name. It is K or C.
No, that is like sometimes my brain is somewhere else. So that I do not know if that is a blessing or a curse.
It can be happen that your brain is somewhere else, or it can be the case that many things are coming simultaneously in your mind.
That might be possible.
Yeah.
So that is a very bad habit to have.
I feel like I'm dominating this discussion.
You should. That is why you are one of the hosts of the Talk and Fire podcast. I know you do that podcast with a very handsome man. Some of you guys, if you do not know,
him. Look,
the other man is myself.
That's what he does all the time.
Now, you can find...
Like that always?
Okay, let us get back to the future prospects. Okay, so in engineering field, the thing is same. See, what is the thing now? If you want a good job, then it's going to be extremely difficult. But getting a job in engineering field is not that difficult. But then again, the problem is that whatever you studied in engineering is not going to be applicable in your job. Right? So don't be expecting that. Even if you get selected after engineering, after cracking government jobs, it is very difficult to find exactly whatever you are applying, whatever you have studied throughout your engineering. All right. Okay, let us move forward. what do you think, according to you, what are the disadvantages of doing engineering? Because
Engineering?
yeah, there has to be
Disadvantages.
something. There has to be something.
They are asking me
Yeah.
engineering or science?
Engineering.
Disadvantages.
Yeah, I'm known for asking complicated questions.
Okay, so basically advantages of B.Sc.
No, disadvantage of engineering.
Basically advantages of B.Sc. I'm very smart.
Okay, yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to comprehend that. Whatever you say. Advantages of B.Sc.
I think the competition is less. As
Competition is less, really? Because the number of students are also less, number of seats are also less. So the competition, is it going to be less?
Yeah, I think that creates actually mental, that actually it is same proportion, I feel so. But mentally, it lays some emphasis on your mind that, okay, in like, suppose if you are appearing for GATE, so you will be having how many? 2 to 3 lakhs people appearing for it?
For us,
Yeah.
it is close to 3 lakhs.
Yeah, close to 3 lakhs. So we'll be having only this 25,000 to 30,000 to 35,000, like that only.
Okay.
So mental pressure is also there. I feel so. So
yeah, but see, ultimately the pressure will be on your head also, because what are the opportunities after doing chemistry? Okay, so specifically I'll talk, and this is what all my friends who were from science background used to say, that they got into B.Sc, this is the only job. All right.
Yeah, so B.Sc is the ultimate heaven for the science people.
Yeah.
Like B.Sc nahi ho gaya to pata nahi kya ho gaya.
Yeah.
So everybody's, the BARC hype is so big for science people. So you may not be knowing that much worth of BRC as we people.
Yeah, I know, because
Yeah.
I used to talk to science people and all.
And they
So-
are like, BRC mil jaye yaar, BRC.
Yeah, BRC mil jaye, nahi to ONGC mil jaye. If they get ONGC, they'll leave BRC, okay?
Yeah.
Because you are not permanent for 1 year, or at least you are working on stipend, and then
Yeah.
you have the bond amount.
Yeah, you have training also.
Yeah,
and
you have to
that too
study.
Very brutal training.
You
I
have to
feel
study
so.
and you have to
So you
perform.
have very good experience with that, I think.
I dealt with it like you break diamond with diamond, something like that. No, so I said that I'm going to come last. Hell with this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So for science student, it is like, for physics it is worse. I had one friend who had all India rank of 9 in physics. He went to ONGC interview, and the ONGC says that this year we are not hiring. What the hell?
What?
Why did you even call me?
Okay.
Yeah. So this
They
year.
organized the interview.
Yeah, just to show.
Then
In the
denied.
interview hall.
And then denied at the last.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's having, I think it was not even 9. I think it was 2. His all India rank. Okay, so what option does he have?
Breaking news.
What option does he has if he is not going to get selected into BRC? Fortunately, he did get selected into BRC. But there must be
people.
all India rank 1 also, right?
So for physics
Yeah,
people.
for physics.
So they can get into BRC, right?
Yeah, physics people do get into BRC.
Yeah,
But if not BRC, then they do not have any options. In my year, I think 2017.
I also want to say one more
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
for every science student.
Yeah.
That if someone is very much frustrated after MSc, that what to do now. So I think, like, if someone is very much near to this GATE scores, good scores, so what they can do, they can enroll themselves in M.Tech. And you know what happens?
Yeah.
That is a very good approach, that if you go into M.Tech, so if suppose chemistry cutoff is 25, if I'll say it is 25 this time, I don't know it was this time it was 25 or not.
Okay, let's assume.
I'm just taking one example. Suppose it is 25. So if you are getting only 30 marks, then you can get IIT Delhi also. But in interdisciplinary topics like that, I can get into polymer science, I can get, for me. So in interdisciplinary topics, that cutoff is very much low. So through GATE you can get into M.Tech. So you have 2 years.
Yeah.
So there you'll get stipend.
So if you are doing...
Listen. So there you'll get stipend too. And so also
shut me
you
down
can
in my own podcast.
And listen to me. No, you're not listening to me.
Tell me.
Yeah. So you'll get stipend also, and simultaneously, because anyway also you would have been preparing for GATE. But if you get enrolled in M.Tech, so you have got 2 years. So just start doing your M.Tech simultaneously and start preparing for GATE. So you'll get stipend too. So you will have to say that, okay, now I'm doing M.Tech also. Another experience, one additional degree, and also like you can get in good IITs also, like that also. If you crack GATE also, so you can persuade your guide also.
What branches are open for me if I want to do M.Tech after chemistry? Let us say after
suppose
MSc
if I want to do this, I'm M.Sc. in chemistry. So if I want to pursue if like if suppose my net is not clear
Mhm.
and gate like barely cleared,
Okay.
fine,
Hmm.
barely cleared, barely cleared by some marks.
Mhm.
So I can have this option that okay, if I have nothing to do, anyhow I'll prepare for gate. So
Mhm.
let's do it with M.Tech, no? So that
Okay.
will be beneficial.
Mhm.
You have additional degree, you have 2 years,
Mhm.
and your parents will not be bothered, and other people who are concerned about you, they will not be bothered. Also, you will not be bothered
No,
about
I'm
yourself.
interested to know because after
Yeah, I told you, no? So it can be polymer
Okay,
science,
okay.
like that.
Uh-huh.
So this material science and all,
Interdisciplinary
yeah,
branches.
interdisciplinary
Okay, okay.
branches, you can go.
Okay.
And for physics also, I think you can go.
So this is the thing that I
Maths
was.
people, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
don't have anything for you.
So this is what I was forgetting at that time, that I wanted to say this only, that even after you have done B.Tech, okay, you can still switch branches. Okay, one of the biggest example according to me would be Shankar Ramamurthy. He's right now lecturer in Yale University. He did his B.Tech, that time it used to be B in electrical engineering from IIT Madras, and then did his M.Sc in physics, all right, from MIT, I think. All right. So that is a huge scale, but in a lower scale also, after doing B.Tech, you can do MSc also. Okay. So I just wanted to ask you, which you already answered, that is there a counterpart in science also? Like after getting into science, can you get into technology? Like you said, no, after doing MSc, after MSc, you can get into M.Tech, right? Yeah. So you can do that also. So if you're confused or if you change your mind, you can switch later also. All right.
Yeah. You can switch later to M.Tech, and
Hmm.
then you have, you know that like most of the people just crack gate, like the people who are
Yeah.
studying,
Mhm.
like studying well, studying disciplined, studying in very disciplined manner, so they can crack gate because it's not
See,
a
what
big
what was
it's
Akansha's?
not a big deal.
I'm sorry to break names, but still, you know Akansha. What was her story? Because she did M.Tech, right?
She did B.Tech
Okay.
in some from plastic engineering, like that.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
then she did
Okay, so she was
she
tech
only
tech.
recommended me to do that.
Okay.
Anyhow, like first time my gate score was not, I didn't even clear it. So she asked me to let's crack it, like crack gate at least. So even if you get 30 marks,
Yeah.
so you can get enrolled in M.Tech.
Yeah.
So after M.Tech, you can so you'll get recommendation from a very good teacher, because IITians are there.
All right.
So IITians are there, they'll recommend you to good universities. So you can do PhD from a good university, from foreign university.
Okay, so
Yeah.
two ways. One, if you want to prepare for GATE again, then you can do M.Tech. Or if you're not preparing for, is there any placement for M.Tech after you have done MSc?
If I do MSc, then I do M.Tech.
For example, if you did M.Tech,
yeah,
would there be any placements for you?
yeah, obviously.
Yes, placements
Yeah,
are
because
there.
same, like
Okay.
if like my friend was in M.Tech,
Okay.
material science, so she set in many placements.
Okay,
So
okay.
in that way you can get job, guys. So like
okay.
Ashish just
Opened a new
yeah, like turning
Avenue.
एक bulb जला मेरे दिमाग में.
Yeah, okay.
So like you can get job like that after doing MSc. You can do like just clear gate barely, like even if you crack it barely with some marks, fine. So you can get into M.Tech. So then you can sit in the placements and then you can get a job.
Okay.
Yeah, like this Akansha, like my friend Akansha was doing this M.Tech from, although she was from B.Tech, so automatically I'll be
same field, no?
same field, no?
Whatever
So,
she did, any MSc student could also have
so
done.
M.Tech, if I get into M.Tech, so that will be same field. So after that also, so I'll be able to sit into placements, no? So many of our friends were sitting in placement, and one of friend get placed also, I think, with 7 to 8 lakh package. I don't remember.
Okay.
With a very good package.
Okay, just curious to know.
Yeah.
For example, if I crack NET with JRF, all right, if I get into PhD, can I get placement after PhD? If I struggle for 5 years?
Place, like there are
some job.
Yeah, you can do jobs in pharmaceutical companies like
Okay.
that. And otherwise the doors are open for
Then
just professor
lecturer,
and all. Yeah.
Get into some coaching
Yeah,
institute or
yeah,
get into some college, do
coaching
postdoc.
institutes are open even after MSc also.
Yeah, okay.
Now I taught, you know, I taught like that was coaching institute
Yeah.
only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get into that quota and all that. No,
Even you can go.
my chemistry teacher
Look,
was also
guys,
MSc.
if you are very if someone is
Money-oriented.
facing money oriented, or someone is having financial crisis like that, so you can choose this Ph.D and Akash. So you can go into such. So they organize. You'll go to their site. So they organize exams after every 3 months. You know, after every 3 months they organize exams. So after just reading this previous year questions of IIT and all,
Hmm.
you'll be very good to go for this IITs, and you'll be automatically placed with a good package.
Hmm.
Yeah, in this IIT, JEE and all. So if you have experience of teaching, if you are a good teacher, you can also get placed in this Kota, Ellen Institute, and this all institutes,
Mhm.
good institutes.
There's like
And there
you
you
have-
get very good package,
Hmm.
like nearly 1 lakh and 1.5 like that. So that is a career option you can consider if you have this financial issues with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So see, we have covered maximum advantages, disadvantages, career prospects, everything about MSc, B.Sc.
Yeah.
Let us talk a little bit about engineering. Most of my crowd is from engineering only, so
Yeah,
I'll just
even
rush
I'm very
through.
much eager
Yeah.
to know that. Okay, if I have to compare these science students and engineering students, look, Ashish, you have a very much experience with the science people also in BRC.
Yeah.
You got this opportunity to interact with this science people also. So how did you feel that? Okay, what is the basic difference? That how do the science people study? How do the engineering students study? You must have noticed some difference.
Engineering students study like cool dudes, and science students study like nerds.
Bookworms. I knew
Honestly.
it. I
See,
although knew this answer.
No offense to any science students, but they are very
They study
extremely
like
disciplined. Like
This-
engineers are
Even
known
the
to.
boys, even I think in my batch, I think
Yeah.
the girls, we were 6 girls in one class. Yeah, because we were only like 20 students like that. So because the seats are very less, no. So apart from that, the guys, we were more chill out. The girls were more chill out, and boys were like completely bookworm.
See, in B.Sc training
I
school, no,
saw
they
that.
never had to discipline the science students. They always did what they were told to
Yeah,
do.
they are very
studied
completely
throughout the year.
disciplined, and they'll
Yeah.
sit very consciously in the class. They will listen everything to the teacher. Will even flatter the teachers.
See, one girl in my B.Sc training school, she was also from chemistry. So I asked her one day. Now, she was the chillest chemistry student, okay? She used to hang out all the time, okay? Not study that much. More like engineering. Yeah, starts with F. Her name.
Okay.
Yeah. So I asked her one day, what's the difference? Why is it like this? So she said that they have to study. If they do not, like most of us studied throughout our B.Sc, throughout our M.Sc, because we were afraid that we have to do Ph.D, then we have to continue on studying. So study is our only option.
Because we don't have
Yeah.
options.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, that is the need of our for these science people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you people know that, okay, we can also get placed, that kuch bhi nahi hua to we can get placed in private company also.
And-
we don't even have private companies for us.
Yeah. And then again, like engineers will study 2 days before the examination at max. But science students will be...
They will study throughout.
Yeah,
But I
throughout.
was not like that. I used to...
She used to hang out with the engineering students.
Yeah, I used to hang out a lot with engineering student because I feel so that my tuning went well with them.
Yeah, real well.
And
No.
I was very chill out. I used to study like, I still remember I had one exam, like suppose if I have exam tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I used to study at 12 night, at 12 at night, and I used to study whole till 1 p.m. right?
You studied from 12 to 1.
Yeah, continuously, like
Okay, 12 p.m. to 1 a.m.
12 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Like at night time, suppose if I have exam tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Okay, you have midday exams like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to have like that from 2 to 5 p.m. like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So if suppose I have exam, I usually had exam at this 2 p.m. only.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like studying at 12 and then topping the exam. I was like, what the hell happened? And everyone was like, she studies a lot. She always hides things. But seriously,
My roommate was like that.
But
in
I was
B.Sc
very
training school.
attentive, during
Yeah.
the lecture. During the lecture, I used to
Your
make very good notes
examinations
and
were subjective, right?
yeah.
So it has a lot to do with the marks
Delhi
that you get.
University thing
Yeah.
also. But Delhi
So-
University people also has like very good habit of
Yeah,
writing.
like I was saying, no, my roommate, not actually roommate, but we shared room when I was having
we have
training
very
in
good
B.Sc.
speed also. I can write like 3 to 4 pages in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so
like
that matters. Okay, that
Yeah.
one girl who was also from Delhi University came out second in B.Sc training school in
Yeah.
chemistry. No, she was also from Delhi University. These people know how to write answers.
Yeah,
Okay, they'll get a
exactly.
lot of marks.
Yeah.
Okay, Okay, now I was saying that
In fact, not only Delhi University, all university people,
okay.
like they
Yeah.
are central
If
universities
if
and
you're
like that,
centralized,
they have very good habit of writing and elaborating
yeah,
active
writing
active
2
tense
lines in
and
12 lines. Yeah.
like one sentence you are writing in this active voice and then passive.
Those people did great in B.Sc training school because again it is subjective type, no? And the
Yeah.
dummies that used to check those papers, man. Anyways, if I write the same thing in just 10 points, they're not going to give me full marks. This is same thing people are writing in 3 pages, full out of full marks. Okay, what to do? All right. Anyways, this is how maybe they are creating scientists. Not to bitch more about that, but I was saying that I'm going to talk a little bit about the engineering field for the two of you guys who are not from engineering. Maybe a little bit more. Okay.
Even engineering people must be bored by now.
No, lot
Kya
of
ho raha hai yahan pe?
engineering people.
Science.
It is actually interesting for engineering people because they
Okay.
first time found out about this field also.
Okay.
But for
Even
science people,
recently, like in this podcast only, I discovered one aspect that I can get placed after M.Tech. Just
Yeah.
now I discussed that, right?
hashtag learn something new today.
Discover something
LSNT.
new.
Yeah. Put it down in the comment section.
Yes.
Science students, you just got blessed.
Yeah.
Now for engineering, no, what happens that after 12 you do engineering. Now engineering is very versatile. All right. Now the problem with that comes is that the crowd is also very, very high. There's a reason why so many people actually do engineering. People say that it is evergreen. People say that it is giving you the maximum opportunity to get a job. But it is true. It does give you maximum opportunity to get a
you
job.
have more experience, guys. You get to have more experience in this B.Tech
Yeah.
because you study so many subjects, you learn so many
Softwares
softwares.
and all, yeah.
I just studied chemistry. All I know about is chemistry. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about all this personality development and all? You focus on that?
No, we never focus on that.
I still remember in BARC interview, no, science students will be coming in without any formals. They'll be coming in jeans and t-shirt.
They
do not have.
I wore formals first time for this final year project presentation.
Yeah.
First time I wore formals.
Yeah.
So you can have this idea that, okay, some people, only I and I think 2 to 3 people were wearing formals and other was in normal dress.
Yeah. And because they do not have any placement culture, right?
Yeah.
So engineers get developed in that field also, that your personality will be groomed and all that. I still remember I had one soft skill kind of course in my first year itself. Okay,
Yeah.
so
that's why I'm very much impressed by this B.Tech. No, that's why, because you get to learn so many things, and you people are very sharp.
engineers are also very adaptable.
I'm not saying that science people are not sharp. They are also good students, but I think they are very technical, very smarty, and very brainy. I feel so because I have lived with humanities student also. In B.Sc third year, I had this roommate of political science, right? Even I have lived with physics people. I have lived with mathematics people. I have lived with this, M.Tech people in this M.Sc first year. I lived with 3 other roommates. Yeah, so 2 of them were belonging to this M.Tech.
Okay.
So, I feel so they have very creative way. If I am doing something, so they'll find a very creative way to do that. So I think the 4 years have trained you so well, have trained you in that way that you can, you become very smart.
They are robust. They can adapt anywhere. That is a good quality
I'm
of
not
an
saying
engineer.
that science people are not brainy. They are very brainy, but I think they put more hard work like that. And I think this B.Tech people are smart talents, and this science people are hard work talents.
Yeah. So B.Tech people, a lot of times you'll think that they're very, very smart, but they know zero. Now, this is a thing about engineering that I can say.
If you studied, if you are not studying, if
nobody studies. That's the thing that you need to know about engineering.
At
You'll
least
literally.
you have to pass the subject, no?
That does not matter because you'll mug up one day before and you'll forget one day after.
Maybe I have lived with good students. So
maybe because you were in NIT and all,
Yeah,
but
so
I was from
I'm
private.
not bragging about that, but maybe I got opportunity to live with M.Tech people in NIT. So obviously they were good. So that's why they came there.
They were M.Tech people. Maybe they learned something in M.Tech, but at least see, I can talk about engineering because 90% of the engineering colleges are private only. All right. And I know that they come out with zero. Even the toppers, they do not know engineering. All right. So what I found out about engineering is mostly after I passed out engineering. All right. So these are the things they are going to learn. The engineering they are going to learn after engineering if they have to get a core job, and everything else they will learn during engineering, like how to gel up or how to manage other people. A lot of people get into all those management things, no? Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to just say that the job aspects are more definitely, but the competition also becomes very high. But see, the thing is that you'll get job, but you will not be satisfied. Or maybe you'll get a job with 20,000 every month that it will be coming in and getting out by the end of the month. So you'll be at net zero only.
I think nowadays, like even the competition has raised so much, Ashish, in
People
BRC
need to
and
look for other
ONGC.
fields now.
Some people are going back to the 12th standard. This, if BRC, you have this, no, what, apprentice.
Yeah,
So
apprentice.
even MSc people are going to apprentice job because the competition has raised so much. So they know after apprentice job, after 7 to 8 years, they'll be promoted to the job which you would have been allotted after BSc.
This happens all
and
the
then
time.
To the job which you would have been allotted after MSc.
Yeah, MSc people go for BSc jobs, right? This
And
happens.
also for 12 job.
Okay, yeah.
You know, my friend.
That happens with this also. Diploma people, after doing B.Tech, will be appearing with diploma examination, which is for diploma, that is technical assistant post, right? This happens all the time. Then what happens?
Because competition has raised so much.
So I think the best thing would
I
be...
think the seats should be more now.
Seats can... Maybe it cannot be more. Why aren't you looking for other fields? Why aren't you looking for fashion design, mass communication?
These humanities people, they'll earn more than us. Even in, like, I know, I used to spend in first year, I used to have this lab, I used to have classes till 12 to 1 p.m. and then after this one hour break for lunch, and then after 2 to 6 p.m. I used to have labs.
Okay.
I used to have, and these humanities people, they are so lucky people. After 2 classes, like, oh God, we have 2 classes today. They were like, oh God, we have 3 classes today continuously. And they're completely free birds and they enjoy seriously life. And they have so many options. So I'm telling for people, these science people and all, at my side, people have this illusion that this arts people and this humanities people and commerce people, they are usually the one who do not score well in 10th, the one who are dull.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that is not the case, They have so many career options. So I want all of you to see options apart from this science and this B.Tech and explore something. Like, you can be entrepreneur and you can be you can be anything
Find
you want.
your
You can
interest,
be actor, you can be singer, you can be dancer, you can be a comedian, you can be anything.
These days opportunities are more.
And these nowadays people are, for the one show, even like suppose if you start modeling, for one show you'll be offered 1 to 2 lakh rupees, that much big amount.
See, sometimes I get the question, very frequent question. I'm not sure whether I should take mechanical engineering or electronics engineering or civil engineering. I'm not sure which branch of engineering should I take. So don't take engineering, man. What the hell? Go and find your interest. It's not necessary.
I think people should look more after these all things. Like, they should explore humanities. They should explore this commerce,
journalism and all that.
Mass
Writing,
communication,
arts,
this writing and all. That has so much scope that you can do anything with that, and you'll be paid very much higher than us.
See what I say,
and also the hard work which I've seen, that is also less as compared to us. I'm sorry if I'm offending.
See, if you are interested, it does not even matter. For example, computer science. You top the examination, you do the best. You're not interested in computer science. You go and study computer science. I'm pretty sure you're going to land with a very average package and you are going to be frustrated most of your life. On the other hand, if you go and do the best, if you're very interested in arts, you're interested in writing, you do your best, you are going to excel and most likely will be earning and having a better life than the one who chose computer science engineering.
Ashish, I completely agree with you. I had one friend in B.Sc. He was doing chemistry honors with me, and during the last year, he prepared for this CAT. He prepared for it, and now he was doing this MBA from IIM Shillong.
Okay.
Also mathematics people can do this MBA and all. I have seen many people of this maths people taking CAT coachings and all during this academics and all. So they are also pursuing this coaching and all simultaneously, and they are getting like I know 2 to 3 people who are in IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Shillong, and like that. So that is a career option, I guess, for this maths people.
Yeah, see, MBA, I do not know what to say about MBA because if I ask, an MBA student, what is your interest?
Your sister is MBA student, right?
Yeah, if I ask her, and my brother-in-law also,
Yeah.
what are you interested in? I'm pretty sure that
I
it
think
is not going to be
life becomes very frustrated, this MBA and all people.
Yeah,
Do
see-
you feel so? Because a lot of work and a lot
Yeah.
of pressure is there.
See, it depends. If you walk and you say that I love management, I love managing people, then it's completely different. Okay, you want to get into finance, I want to understand how the money flows. It's completely different. But if you say that it is a good field, I'm going to get a 7 to 8 lakh package, you are going to be miserable, man. I've seen the other side of the table, and it's going to be very, very frustrating. If you're interested, do it. If you're not, take any, like, what the hell did I did? I left ISRO. What? To do this. But I'm doing good, right? Because I was interested in that. So you have to first ask what you're interested in. Don't ask that my father said that I have to do engineering. Then I'll ask you what
even-
branch of engineering.
Yeah, don't get influenced by parents, because some people like me, like, they are continuously walking on their parents' expectations, keeping their dreams aside.
Parent, society,
Yeah,
what your
and all
neighbor
what
says.
they'll say, what you'll say, you know, nothing matters. Your dreams matter only. You matter, what you want to do, because then only you can give your 100%.
It is even.
I understood it very late, Ashish. Yeah.
At least you know it now. It is even more brutal that a student or a kid knows what he or she wants to do,
Yeah.
but then will be choosing a path based
You
on
know,
what is
like,
going to
I'm
give
the
you
live
more
exam-
opportunities.
Yeah, Ashish, I'm the live example
Yeah.
who was like, I used to like science a lot, but that was my liking. But my love is for something else. You know
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
right? And now I'm pursuing that. I feel so alive. I feel so relaxed. I feel that I'm living life. So I feel so good that when I'm going to the bed, I feel that I'm doing what I always wanted to do. So I think that passion, dreams, gives you peace,
Yeah.
gives you contentment.
That is why the richest people will commit suicide and all.
Yeah, so you should not be like, you should not compromise with something which you do not want to do. Yeah, so always give your heart to something which you want to do. I've been a very much big flag bearer of this, that always pursue your dreams, guys. I'm also doing it. Like, the field is very uncertain. It can be very uncertain, but you'll enjoy it throughout.
See, you will not care about money, first of all. If you're really doing what you want to do, it's not going to matter how much you're earning. You just want to, you are going to care if I'm going to sustain it or not. Until then, the game is there. How you make it sustainable. After that, it is going to multiply. You already know that it's going to multiply, no matter what happens.
Yeah, you're saying something?
Yeah? No, go ahead.
You know, Ashish, some people are there who don't even know what are their dreams.
Yeah, that is a different case.
But that one solution is there for those people also,
Yeah.
I see. Because start seeing what are your daily habits. You'll see that you're in your daily habits only.
Okay.
Like, whatever is your mood lifter, what you do. Like, if you do, suppose if you're very sad, if you're very depressed, start dancing. If you start seeing some movie. So if you like, even if you guys, you don't have anything, suppose if you like watching movies, if you like watching series, start a YouTube channel reviewing that
Start
thing.
reviewing it, man.
Yeah, start reviewing
Life
it,
is
man.
so easy these days.
Yeah, just like earning money is not
No, it's
difficult.
not an
You
issue.
know that.
Yeah.
You know that, Ashish. Earning money is not difficult. Only you have to find the way. Finding way is difficult. Yeah, just find a way. Just start analyzing that what you do whole the day, what have you instilled in your daily habits, and then you'll come to know that, okay, this is my passion.
I also mostly say, if you are not knowing what your passion is, you're not knowing what you're interested in, experience life. You go against the grain, you start struggling, you'll find way out up in that ups and downs.
Even after reaching to your goal,
Yeah.
then also your goal can change.
Yeah.
Because you are full of experience. Now you are, every day you are a new person. So you never know when your goal gets changed. So don't get distracted. Okay, yesterday it was like that, and now
Goals
it's
change
like
all the time. Like, people say that you got into ISRO, you left ISRO, maybe you did not want it to be a rocket
because
scientist.
you have experienced that. Now your goal, now
Now
you
goal
have set
changes.
a new goal
Yeah.
for yourself. That
Yeah.
is okay. That is completely fine. Yeah, you can also do it. Like, suppose if I want to become professor. Okay, I have become professor. What now? Because life is very boring without this goals.
Yeah.
So you have to keep setting new goals for yourself. Suppose if you have become professor, so what now? So you'll
Goals change all the time.
Yeah,
It's not
you'll
like-
live your
journey
life
is most
throughout
important.
like this
Yeah.
only, like doing 9 to 5 job. You can set new goal for yourself. No, something higher, something more motivational for you.
Okay. With
Yeah.
that, piece of knowledge I'm going to leave you guys thinking. This is the end of today's podcast. I'm pretty sure that you found Komal Taya very, very interesting. She's having a podcast with me, Talk and Fire.
I know
Yeah.
a lot of you will be making fun of me also.
No, you better
Because I
don't
feel I'm
dare
very
do
excited.
that, man. God damn it. I'm going to block you from this channel. Serious.
No,
Okay.
okay. Respect everyone's opinions.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
opinion will be respected, man. I'm just
Yes.
kidding. Okay. Maybe you use slangs. I'm going to delete your comment. That's it.
Yeah, because I'm always very excited person. Yeah, very, very exciting and like chirping and very like that. So
All right. So we shared a lot. I think nobody can talk more than that when it comes to B.Sc, M.Sc, engineering.
yeah.
Engineering, most people know what happens, and B.Sc, M.Sc is a field that is less known. All right.
Yeah.
So if you have any more questions, put it down in the comment section. I'll make sure that she answers every question that is directed towards her.
Yes.
And every question that is directed towards me. Obviously, I reply to each and every comment. And that's about it. You can find our second podcast, Talk and Fire. There we talk about general topics. Recently, we talk about social media and all. I'll link it down in the description box. You might not be knowing about that because I did not share in this channel. Only the people who watches our videos till the end will be finding out about
We
our
made
secret
like
projects.
One TikTok ban we made. No?
Also,
On
we are
TikTok.
having a big project coming up. All right,
Yeah,
you're going to
you'll
find
be
out.
You'll be very much happy after seeing that.
Yeah, it is
so
coming
that
about
will
around
happen.
in a month or so. All right.
In 1 month, I was thinking about in 2 weeks.
It depends on me how fast I make it, but the talent that she was talking about, what she's pursuing, you're going to find a little bit about that.
Let's reveal it there only.
Yeah, I'll leave you with suspense as always, and that's
Yeah,
about it.
And it's very exciting. You all will love
Yeah.
it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So that's about it, guys. I'll see all of you in the next one. Komal will be seeing. She has 2 other YouTube channels. I forgot about that. She teaches also chemistry, like she said, for free. The YouTube channel is Komal Taya. And Amalgam channel is the one you're going to find our podcast, and she makes other videos over there as well.
Some vlogs type of videos.
If you liked it, hit the like button. This video deserves it. And that's about it. See you next time. Till then, bye.
Bye, and thank you so much for having me here, Ashish. It was amazing experience to share some good opinions right now.
The pleasure is all mine, ma'am. See you next time.
Yeah, bye-bye.